Good morning. Today is Tuesday, November the 28th. It's 11:11 a.m. and we are filming the Henry Street Canal improvements from west of Hoover Boulevard to Hoover Boulevard. This project is going to be completed by Crisdell. The project manager is Ollie Shaika, and that's again with Crisdell Group. His phone number is 813-734-2271. And we'll begin filming the canal, and then we'll pick up with the parking lot structures on each side of the canal. Alright, so now we'll begin filming the Henry Canal project, and we are on the most eastern side of the canal project. To our right is the Hoover Bridge, and we are beginning approximately 50 feet to the east of the bridge. And we are filming to the south. This is the south side of the canal. Now, so you can see under the bridge. And we are sitting on the north side filming the south side, and now we are beginning to face west. Alright, so now we'll move over to the south side and we'll film the bridge and the road. And we'll resume filming. We are right on the corner of Hoover Boulevard. You can see in the background the U.S. Citizen and Immigration Services building, 5629 Hoover, and then here in the corner 5635 to 5649, some suites here on Hoover Boulevard. So we're panning now to the north. The canal is just beyond those trees and brush. And you can see that Idlewild Avenue sign there, and then here is the bridge for Henry Canal. And we are starting to face to the west. So this was northwest on this shot. Alright, so let's take a look at the sidewalk real quick. The sidewalk, you can see, is in pretty good condition. I don't see any major cracks, just weathered and worn. And then looking just at the area that we'll be needing to access the canal, everything looks in good shape. There is a light pole here, and that light pole, you can see the numbers on it, 22772-43292, and then below that 35SU1100. And it is in good condition, you can see. And under the light there is the number 25 when you get to the top. Looking at the base, just a little bit of concrete, and the bridge itself does look to be in good condition. Just some weathering. We are walking on the bridge now, and we are traveling to the north and facing to the northwest. And we'll go ahead and we'll get the east side, and you can see down there, there's the canal. And here we're going to start traveling to the southeast and looking at the bridge itself, the bridge and the concrete. Once again, everything is in very good condition here. No dents on the railing itself, no nicks in the concrete of the bridge. Everything is just a little bit worn. And then as soon as the bridge ends, to our left, we do have that Idlewild Avenue next signal sign, The sign itself is in very good condition. I don't see any nicks or scrapes there. And then looking at the outside of the bridge, the concrete is in very good condition. The railing is in very good condition. You can see those pipes as well. Those pipes are in very good shape. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we'll cut across the road. I'll take a video here in the center in 1 second. We'll resume filming here in the middle intersection. We are facing to the north. The road looks to be in good shape. The bridge looks to be in good shape. Just a little bit weathered, but that's about it. So we'll pick up here on the other side. All right, we'll begin filming here on the westernmost side of Hoover Boulevard facing to the north. To our right is that immigration building. To our left we do have some fence and a gated area. So we'll start here with the fence. Again, we are facing to the west from Hoover Boulevard. There's that Elite Fence Installation sign. Please note here that the fence is already pushed over and leaning. There is a gate there with some locks, and then you'll see a wooden fence here. 5632 posted, no trespassing, no parking in the driveway. Go ahead and we'll follow this around. There are some trimmed stumps here in front of the fence area. And the fence itself, it is leaning a little bit, but no big scrapes, nicks, anything in the fence. And there is an electrical box. This is 5632 17th Hoover Boulevard. The box itself is in good condition. The concrete post right behind it is in good condition. And then to the right there is an electricity pole. Let's see if we can get you some numbers for that. The pole itself is in good condition. Very good condition. I do see some numbers here. Let's get those numbers for you. Looks like 766-43283. Might be a number hidden behind this PVC pipe, but I'm not able to get to that. The post itself is in good condition. Continue on with this wooden fence that's right behind that post. Again, now we are facing to the south. A small palm tree, and that picks up into some chain link fence, some green chain link fence. Looks to be in good shape, overgrown. Now if you look at the center post, that is already bent, but otherwise it does look to be in good shape. Back over to the wooden fence, you can see here in the ground there's an electrical box that's in good shape. And then over here to the left of that electrical box, it says Aeroco ground, and that is in good shape as well. All right, so we'll face towards the canal here. You can see across there is the parking lot area. The canal is right here to our north. And then we have the Hoover Boulevard Bridge that we'll go ahead and get you some shots of as well. And then we have the electrical boxes that I'm going to film here. So the first box you can see is DSO89. This is GTE Danger. It's the telephone cable box. And it looks to be good. Now you can see the concrete itself does have some nicks along the edges and some spray paint. To the right of that box, we have one labeled 5732, high voltage, suitable for service equipment, electrical box. There's the Tico box. And then to the right of that is a really large box, DS1031-400. And you can see it is in very good shape. There is some rust and water damage there in the lower right hand corner. And then in front of that box is another box. Also looks to be in good shape. Let me see if I can get you any numbers on that one. It's 3140 critical circuits box. Back to the DS103 1-400 box. You can see the concrete there. The box itself is in very good shape. We'll continue along the concrete slab that was poured just so you have good vision of it. Spray paint, some nicks, some weathering in the bases of these boxes as well. Alright, and then just so you're aware, to the left we have Hoover Boulevard, and that's going to be facing to the east. We are facing to the south now. You can see that wooden fence that we did go over a few moments ago. Now, just in front of, to the south of these big electrical boxes, there is a hole in the ground with some concrete. And then in front of that hole, there's a green telecommunications box, which looks to be in really good shape. Has plastic base. All of that is in good shape. So now we'll film the Hoover Boulevard Bridge. And so we are on the south side, the southwest side of the bridge. So you can see the area that we filmed a moment ago. Here's the bridge itself, and then we're panning to the northwest. So looking at the bridge itself, you can see there is a little bit of cracking here at the base of the bridge where the slope starts for the concrete. The railing is in very good shape. The bridge itself is in really good shape. It is just a little worn, so you can see that there. The concrete sidewalk is in good shape. It does look a little weathered, and again there's some trash and debris on it. And then looking here to the west, you can see the pipe, the side of the bridge, and the walkway itself. Everything does look to be in good shape. A few small cracks there in the top of the concrete on the walkway. And then at the start of the bridge there is another light pole. This one is 227-66-43292, PCSI 35SU1100. There are a few nicks and scrapes. At the base there is a scrape as well. But otherwise it does look to be in pretty good shape. Number 25 at the top of that one as well. And then looking again at the bridge, the piping here, there's PVC pipe as well as metal piping. You can see all of that there going across. And in the middle you can see the PVC pipe. Looks like one of the ties might have broken and it's just kind of down. So we again are facing to the north, and this is going to be the northeast, and that is Hoover Boulevard and that bridge in the background. So we'll begin filming on the other side of the bridge, and we'll film the canal. Alright, and we'll resume filming. I am standing on the north side of the canal facing to the south. We are looking to the west. You can see the bridge there, and the canal is right below us. So that is Hoover Boulevard. And we'll go ahead and we'll start filming the canal. So you can see across, everything is very overgrown. And we'll do our best to capture these shots. A lot of overgrown, a lot of down branches. You can see a down branch there going into the canal. Some trash and debris down there. Again, we are facing to the south and we are traveling to the west. And behind us is 5710 Hoover Boulevard. There's some rock there on the outer bank on the south side. A lot of overgrowth. A couple of trees with limbs that are caught up in it. Again, traveling to the west, filming to the south. See a heavy pond there. Doing our best to work around some trees and bushes. Looks like the water is very slow moving, kind of a stagnant pool there, a large stagnant pool. We're about halfway through this parking lot to our north. And there you can see we have picked up, there is parking lot to the south of the canal. We'll continue on our way here. A little less overgrown. Continuing here, some rocks at the base on the other side. Very large tree hangs over the canal. Several large trees. Alright, and we're going to take a quick stop right here, just so you are aware of where we are. So right behind us to the north is the end of the building. So this is the end of 5710 Hoover Boulevard. And then here to the south, that's where we're filming the canal with the parking lot straight across. So we'll continue here on to the west. See some tires in the canal. Lots of moss. Across on the other side you can see some picnic tables. Then we'll continue on here. Canal. A lot of overgrowth here on the north side of the canal, as well as the south side. And there's still parking lot area, looks like the receiving area on the other side of the canal on the south side. Again, we are traveling to the west and facing to the south. And you can see a rather large stagnant pool of water there. Lots of overgrowth. A bit of a clearing where we can see the canal a bit better. We are continuing here to the west, filming to the south. Looks like the water slows down a bit over here. Another large pool. Another small clearing. Small stream here. Again, we are traveling to the west, facing to the south. Doing our best to work around the brush and overgrowth. Do want to note here, you can see a very large tree that has fallen across the canal. All right, we'll continue here. Now I do want to make note that we are on the very western side of this last building at the end of the parking lot here. So we're at the end of the parking structures. And we're going to go ahead and we'll continue to the west, facing to the south. And here too, it is going to start to thin out quite a bit. Going to pause real quick. We got a little bit of brush that we'll need to get over to the other side for you. So here, once again, is the end of the construction area where the canal is going to split off. So we're facing to the south. And this is to the east, so we're facing up the canal where the construction area will be. Back to the south, and then over to the west. And we will go ahead and continue filming down to the west. Again, this is the end of the construction area. One moment. All right, so we are at 5710 Hoover Boulevard. That parking lot is to our right, which is going to be to the west. And we are facing towards the south. And to our left here is Hoover Boulevard, and this is the bridge that crosses Hoover Boulevard. And now we're facing to the east. So this is the southeast to the southwest. So looking at the bridge itself, and you can see the bridge is in pretty good condition. I don't see any dents or dings on the rail. There are a few small cracks here on the concrete wall. Some spray paint. But the railing itself is in very good condition. Some scrapes here on the concrete as well. So we are traveling to the south. We are facing to the east. And the canal is below us. You can see here on our right, that is the canal. And there's the large pipe that we referenced a little bit earlier. So looking here at the westernmost side of the project, or of the wall here on the sidewalk. The sidewalk and the railing all look to be in good condition. We are traveling here to the north, facing to the west. Concrete, railing, sidewalk, everything looks to be in good shape. You can see there, right lane, bicycle only. And there is a box. And taking a look at the PVC pipe, you can see the fiber optic marker. There's the pipe and the railing. And you can see the metal pipe that does go across the canal. And there is the bridge as well. So here is a fiber optic box. Looks to be in good shape. It is very weathered. Don't see any dents or dings on it. And then you have the pole that is leaning a little towards the canal. And a couple of stakes from the borings. And so we'll look back. Again, that is the Hoover Canal Bridge and sidewalk area. Facing to the east, traveling to the north. There is a light post. I do want to get you that pole number here before we proceed on our way. The pole number is 22767-43303. And below that, PCSI 35SU 1000. And there's another tag. It was inspected in 2007. And so again, 5710, this is Hoover Boulevard, and that is the parking lot right behind that sign. So we'll go ahead, we're going to cross over the canal here, and we'll begin filming this northern side of the canal. Alright, we do have the underside of the bridge here facing to the north, and that's the east, painting to the west. Don't see any obvious large cracks. Just want to get that on tape here for you. We are facing completely to the east, and we're on the south side of the bridge. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we'll continue filming our way down the canal. Alright, so we will resume filming here facing to the north, and this is the east. You can see Hoover Boulevard there in the background, and the bridge, the canal there below. So we're going to be facing to the north now, walking to the west. And this is the construction area for the project. You can see across, that is the first building in the parking lot on Hoover Boulevard. And just for reference sake, there is a fence that we did just have to go around. You can see here on our right, that's the fence. And again, facing to the north, traveling to the west. And this side of the canal have a large grassy area behind us that's mowed down, so it's nice. A lot of overgrowth. You can see, hard to even see the canal. is an electric pole here. I don't see any numbers on it. The pole does have some nicks and scrapes. Here is the only number that I can find. B780PSK64145E at the top, inspected no 7. And we'll go ahead and show you to our right is that fence, Hoover Boulevard beyond it. And that's to the east, facing south, traveling to the west. See the parking lots there, Hoover Boulevard. And then just for reference, we'll stop here to our right, which is going to be the south side of the project. There is a large pond, and you can see a large tree, large pond, and then behind that there's going to be a building. And we'll go ahead and we'll continue on our way. A lot of overgrowth. And there's the north side of the canal, again traveling to the west. See the canal there at the bottom. Looks like there's some great green possible silt fencing there on that side. We're going to go ahead and take a break here to travel around this fence. There's another fence blocking us on our way, but here we are facing to the north. We'll pick up here in a moment. So we are now on the other side of that fence, facing to the east. That's Hoover Avenue. If you can see the traffic crossing way on the other side there. Now panning to the north. There's that first building and parking lot, the canal there in the bottom, and then here to my left, which is going to be the westernmost side of the project, facing west. Again, we are facing to the north, traveling to the west, and we'll continue down the canal. And there is that cigar warehouse behind us, that parking lot. Again, facing to the north, traveling to the west. See some rocks there on the other side. Concrete looks like was dumped in there. Several fallen limbs that are just kind of stacked here on the bank. Behind us we do have the receiving area of that building. Lots of dumped concrete. You can see concrete pieces all on the other side. Still continuing with the dumped concrete pieces, forming somewhat of a bank. Continuing here to our west, facing to the north. All right, and we're going to take a quick stop here just for reference to the right of me where that car is. That is the parking area that we'll go ahead and we'll film a little later. And that ends, and then there's another gated parking area straight behind us. All right, so facing back to the north. And we're going to continue on our way to the west. Again, facing to the north, traveling to the west here. All right, and then we're coming upon the tree that we referenced earlier that's laid over. You can see that here. We're also coming on the end of the construction area itself. We're going to do our best here to film this for you. Lots of overgrowth, tall grass. And again, we are coming on the end of the construction area. All right. So we'll pause for a moment here. You can see across, that's the last of the parking area. That fail tree there to the east. Now we're facing east, and then you can see the chain link fence there, and that's going to be on the southeast side of the project. And then right behind us there is an electric pole, number 22640-43290. It looks to be in good shape. Does have a little bit of spray paint on it. The number's 57, but otherwise I don't see any damage to it. All right, so we'll go ahead and we're going to continue down here, down the canal to the part that's a little more well kept, where they already did the construction. You can see here we're getting into some completed area. So we'll pause here for a moment. All right, and we'll resume filming here. You can see the restricted area, no trespassing, Tampa International Airport fence, the chain link fence that runs down the project. This is outside of the construction zone. Beyond that fence will be the staging area. So you can see this is all nice and mowed, facing to the west. Now we're facing to the northwest. You can see the canal is in that overgrowth there, facing to the north now, and then facing to the east. You can see that building and parking lot area. So what we'll do is we'll stay here on the south side of the canal, and we'll continue traveling here to the west. And you can see the gabion baskets, gabion mat there on the project. And then this area is nice and well kept, mowed through. You can see on the far side there, we're starting to pick up another chain link fence. Again, that's going to be on the north side of the canal. And we'll just follow that all the way through. And we are facing to the north, traveling to the west. Chain link fence on the north side of the project does look to be in good shape. Haven't seen any tears yet. Again, we are facing to the north, traveling to the west. All right, and you're starting to see there is a tower. And it looks like a couple metal boxes look to be in good shape from here. No obvious damage. No obvious damage once again in that fence. It does look to be in very good shape. on a road here. Okay, so you can see here down by the bridge there is a down pole. Go ahead and stop here. It does have some debris. It does look like it has been down for a little while. I'll zoom in a bit for you. It does look like some exposed conduit wiring. Above that you can see the solar panel for that post, as well as the bottom side of the post where it looks like it became disconnected. And then we'll go ahead and I'll show you from this side. There is also a green fenced in area with some utilities. Looks to be in great shape, as well as some gabion basket, gabion fencing. And then you can see the canal there. And then we're back at a bridge. You can see the bridge is in good condition. Roadway, take a break here and we'll pick up in a moment. We'll resume filming here facing to the north. To our west is Benjamin Road, so this bridge is over Benjamin Road. There are a few pieces of structure that I did want to point out. You can see concrete there all overgrown. Above that, also that structure there. And then here on the south side of the canal, there's also a structure I wanted to point out, a manhole, sanitary sewer. Does have some cracking on the edges, just looks to be very worn. And then some more gabion fencing, gabion baskets here, leading up to the bridge here on Benjamin Road. So go ahead. All right, again here filming on the east side of Benjamin Road facing to the north. There is the roadway itself. And then I wanted to point out, here is the entrance for where the staging area will be. There's that gravel entrance. And then you have this chain link fence. The fence itself is in very good condition. And then you can see the staging area just behind that fence. Just a large field. And right before the staging area, you can see there is the sanitary sewer manhole. It is in good condition. You can see over here on the left side there is a little bit of metal that looks like it might have been taken off. And then right here to the left, the Verizon box is already cracked. So you can see that crack there on the top. Again, to the right is Benjamin Road. You can see that Hillsborough east and west sign. Cross Benjamin Road, and that's going to be to the west of Benjamin Road. Panning here to the north. We'll pick up here in a moment on the other side. We are back on the west side of Benjamin Road, and so this is facing to the south. The canal is right here under this bridge facing to the north. So we'll go ahead and we'll continue on here. I did want to make note, there is a telephone box that looks like the mower may have got a hold of it, and so it is chopped off. But the bridge itself, this chain link fence, is in good shape. Here to the left, and this is going to be on the west side of the bridge, there is a phone pole, 22498-43288, as well as 74845. Looks to be in very good shape. A few minor nicks and scratches, nothing major. And again, the fence looks to be in good shape. Continuing on to the bridge, Benjamin Road to our right. Another phone pole, 22500-43283. Below that, 085626. That one does have a little bit of splintering, but otherwise it's in good shape. So over here on the bridge, this is going to be on the west side of the Benjamin Bridge. You can see the posts, as well as the piping that goes across the bridge. Looks to be in good shape, very heavily weathered. but otherwise looks fine. And then you can see the canal below the bridge with that concrete fencing. So we again are facing to the north, traveling to the west. You can see the fence on the other side. All right, and you're starting to see here on the screen, looks like there was a bit of a blowout. I'll pause and get you a better view of that. So blowout on the north side of Henry to the west of Benjamin Boulevard, that bridge. And it did spill out into the canal, you can see there. All right, and we'll continue on our way here. Again, traveling to the west, facing to the north. And this part is overgrown once again. So we'll do our best here. And looks like we're walking into another bit of a blowout. So this is on the south side, traveling to the west. Pre-existing, you can see here, and we'll see, I'm sure, sediment on the other side when we film. And so we'll go ahead and continue on our way. And once again, filming the canal, traveling to the west, filming to the north. And another blowout, some exposed piping here. You can see, again, on the north side. Take a look. So you can see the exposed PVC, the white and the blue. And then looking in the canal, you can see the sediment that has washed down from that. All right, so continuing on here, facing to the north, traveling to the west. Very thick brush on the side. And we're about halfway between the highway bridge and the Benjamin Bridge. Again, facing to the north, traveling to the west. See if I can get you a view here of the canal itself. So that over there is the Benjamin Bridge. And then way down there, you're starting to see the highway bridge. So we'll continue on here. Traveling to the west, facing to the north. Very thick brush down here. Alright, back on the canal. I do want to stop here to our south. There is another chain link fence and some warehouses. Right here at the base does look like there's another bit of an area that's blown out before entering the canal. So again, this is on the south side of the project. Walking to the north, and there's the canal itself. So facing to the west, now shooting the north. Now you can see quite a bit of debris on the other side, some fencing there on the bank. And the other side looks like a building with a small storage shed that is open. We are approaching here the highway. And just behind us on the south side of the project, looks like there's a warehouse that's under construction. All right, continuing here to the west, facing to the north. We are approaching the tollway. You can see here another area that's blown out. Traveling west, facing north. And we are approaching the highway here. Very overgrown once you get near it. Alright, so we'll film the bridge. You can see it is in good shape. Lots of overgrowth. We'll go ahead and we'll pause till we get to the other side. Alright, so we are facing to the east, standing on the south side of the canal, facing or shooting towards the north. This is the underpass under the toll road. So we are starting to face to the west now, and that is past the toll road Henry Canal. So you can see both sides there, just a lot of overgrowth, and then continuing stream. The bridge itself looks to be in good condition. You can see all the rocks going all the way through, facing again back to the east. Looking back up, I'm standing on the north side facing to the south, and that's the southwest. We're going to film the south side of the canal here. So a bit more overgrown than the other side, so we'll do our best to film it here. Again, traveling to the east now, facing to the south. Behind us is a chain link fence. Across you can see that warehouse. Very overgrown. And again, facing to the south, traveling to the east this time. traveling to the east, facing to the south. Slight reprieve here.
Yeah.
Again, walking to the east, standing on the north side of the canal, facing to the south. A lot of overgrowth in this section between Benjamin and the expressway. Continuing here to the east, filming to the south. A lot of overgrowth through this section. Alright, so we're coming on the big blowout that's on the north side of the canal between Henry and the toll road. So take a look here. Facing to the east, this is on the north side once again. You can see the exposed pipe and everything that's washed out into the canal. Alright, picking up here on the east side of that blowout. We're on the north side of the canal facing south, traveling to the east. We'll continue to the east. There's a chain link fence on the other side of the canal that is in good condition. Alright, and we are coming upon another blowout. This one actually looks to be a bit bigger than the other one. So again, this is just before Benjamin, on the north side of the canal, facing to the east currently. So you can see the fence just washed out right around and starting to even travel more to the west. And then you can see the exposed PVC pipe. And then if you look even further, there is a white pipe there. Now that's completely chopped off. It's completely exposed. There's no entry on the other side, and there's no pipe anywhere. So large blowout just before the Benjamin Bridge. We are facing to the east on the north side of the canal. Alright, and we'll resume here. We are just on the east side of that blowout, north side of the canal facing to the south, traveling to the east. So we'll continue on our way. And we are walking up here to Benjamin. canal down there, once again, very overgrown. And we are right up at the bridge here on Benjamin. Once again, the pipe is in good condition, very weathered. You can see a little chip out of the concrete corner there. And then we'll cross over and be back with you here in a moment. All right, picking up here on the east side of the Benjamin Bridge. So there is that manhole that we covered a little bit earlier in very good shape, as well as the gabion baskets, gabion mats that are down here. So we are on the north side of the canal, facing to the south, traveling to the east. And we are once again on that post that we found laid over when we walked the other side. So you can see that. And you can see here's the solar panel basket that goes with it. It's in good shape. It says USGS Science for a Changing World Stream Gauging Station. All right, so we'll continue here. Once again, we're on the north side of the canal, facing to the south, traveling to the east. And we are between Benjamin and Hoover, in the nice clean area of the canal. So we are coming upon that tower that we saw earlier, and this is at STA 24+60 is the tag here on this, and this is in great shape. Looks a little bit old, but besides that, in good shape. And then here behind that is a concrete box with red spray paint. It's an FAA box. All right, back over to the canal, once again facing to the south, traveling to the east. And I am on the north side of the canal. I do want to mention, just past that fence on the other side is going to be the staging area for this project. Fence is in great shape. It's just an empty field. Again, we are on the north side of the project, facing to the south, traveling to the east. Once again, traveling to the east. We're on the north side of Henry Canal, facing to the south. Alright, and we are coming upon the construction zone. It will be here shortly. And there were no station numbers on this project based on prior construction and the plans. This is what we see, some gabion fences. And we're back in the overgrowth. Here once again, traveling to the east. We're on the north side, very overgrown here. And so you can see this is where we stopped on the other side. A little bit of an inlet, Henry Canal here to our right. And we are facing to the east. On the north side, this is the south side of the project. You're starting to see the airport area. Again, to the south side, we are facing now to the west. So we'll end our filming here. We will begin filming tomorrow with the parking lot area, since the parking lots were full today. And then we'll go ahead and we'll get the rest of that project for you. Good morning. It is Wednesday, November the 29th, and we are going to film the parking lot of the Henry Canal project. So we'll begin here on the corner of Hoover Boulevard. And so we are approaching, you can see the bridge there at Hoover Boulevard is to our left, which is going to be to the east. And we are facing south, so we are in that first parking lot area. So we'll start here with the curb, and you can see it is in fairly good shape. The paint is missing. It is just a little bit weathered. And you can see the asphalt does already have a few cracks and weathering. And we are at 5710 Hoover Boulevard and continuing with this curb all the way around. The canal is just over this hill, you can see down there. And then we'll follow this curb all the way around for you. Again, 5710, we are moving to the west. There is some cracking there in the road, in the driveway area. And we are here at an electric pole, and that electric pole number is 22745-43290. Looks to be in good shape. And you can see that exposed PVC pipe to the right of that first pole. A few cracks there in the curb. Asphalt is cracked as well. Trees here in good shape, and there is a small picnic area with a sign, no smoking sign. Looks to be new. Right behind that sign there's a PVC pipe sticking out of the ground. Go ahead and continue here to a grate. This is cracked already. Standing water already, it looks like drains from the building. And again, that's cracked already as well. So the canal is to our left, which is going to be the north side of the canal. And following this curb all the way around. And there is a outcropping area here. Concrete looks to be in good shape. There is a manhole in good shape. And you can see there the sign for the business. Entrance on west side is already bent and leaning over. Go ahead and continue here. The curb is angled. Following our way down. Some cracking in the curb. A lot of cracks along the curb line. Here's some damage as well to the curb, and we are going to start running into some vehicles, so we'll do the best we can here. To the left we do have the canal, and then to our right we still have 5710 Hoover Boulevard. Alright, some more cracking here on the concrete around this drainage area. We'll go ahead and continue. Again, we are traveling to the west on the north side of the canal. Some cracking in the curb line. Parking sign is in good shape. Some more cracking in the curb. And cracking in the asphalt, another picnic area. And then we do have what appears to be maybe a compactor of some sort. So we are at the end of 5710 Hoover Boulevard. And we'll go ahead and we'll continue on here. You can see the curb itself is in good shape. This compactor is in good shape. There is, you can see that missing area of concrete there. These curbs look to be in good condition. That sidewalk patching the parking areas is in good condition as well. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and continue on our way here. So right behind us we did have a cable box, which is in good shape right before the canal. And then we have our water meters and various pipes. And you can see in fairly good shape. They are very uneven. And you can see that third one there still has the wood forms. And then we are on another telephone pole, another light pole. Find that number here. Number 22716 4 possibly 329, and then that last number is unreadable. 127391 is that next one. Pole itself is in good shape. Alright, so you can see here we are at the second building. And this is the building right behind that first Hoover Boulevard building. This is on Idle Wild. So to put you in perspective, there is the first building. To our right, out of the screen, is Henry Canal. And you're looking across the canal at this point. So looking at the curbs themselves, they are pretty fractured. Cracking there, small cracks throughout this curb line. You can see on the asphalt as well. Looks like there was an area that did have standing water. There's a new area of curb. It is cracked, however. Several cracks throughout. Continuing with the cracks, looks like they were attempted to be patched. Take a look here. Some tire rub. And then there is another electrical pole. This one 22691. 29 are the last numbers that are readable, legible 127390 is the small plate, but that looks to be in good shape. Now the curb below it is very cracked. And those parking stops there are also damaged. Coming up to the next light pole, and this will not have a number on it. Looks to be in good shape, as well as the yellow poles beside it in good shape. Some paint is missing and there's some rust. Alright, continuing with the curb here. I do want to note there is a manhole to our right. It's a sewer manhole. There's an entrance 5550, and this building behind it does have Kelly Services and Med HOK in it. And we'll continue with the parking area here. And so we're coming on the trash area. Let's take a look at the fence. The fence is in good condition. You can see there is an area of concrete missing there on the far side. It is a relatively new fence. The fence is in good shape. The curb itself does have some cracking, but the fence and the containers inside are in good shape. Take a look at that curb. Curb's in good condition. There are some cracks, and it does look like they have a few extra parking stops here. Alright, so following the curb around, it's a good section of curb. Another light pole, which is in good shape. And again, following the curb. And then you can see here on our left, which is going to be on the north side of the canal, there is what looks to be like it was a light pole before, missing the light pole. Just a chunk of concrete. And then a control valve to the right of it, which is going to be on the west side of it, the northwest side. Continuing on here, the curb is in good shape. There are some bushes on the south side of the curb. There's a plate there. I'm not sure exactly what that is. It's in good shape. Another light pole, you can see, is in good shape. This area of curb does have a few scrapes and nicks, you'll notice. Some more scrapes and nicks. You can see there on the left, looks like a water pump. The box is missing the lid, and it is alright. Continuing here to the west. Good section of curb. And we are coming to the end, the far west side. Again, this is on the north side of the canal, the far west side of the parking area. And we are going to go ahead and we'll tie in with this electric pole. Electric pole is 226334329.8. It is in good shape. You can see there are a few rub marks on it, a few dents in it, but otherwise it is in fairly good shape. So that is the parking lot area that we did just film. We are on the very last building here on the north side of the canal, the far west building, northwest side of the canal. And there is one last fenced in area that is in very good shape, looks to be pretty new. The concrete around it as well. And you can see there is already a sprinkler that is up. And there is an irrigation control box right here. It's in good shape. But continuing with this fenced in area, also in good shape. And then for the parking lot itself, right here's another drainage area. Again, we are on the far northwest side of Henry Canal. Alright, I did want to take another short video here on the far northeast side of the parking lot at 5710 Hoover Boulevard. So here is the far northeast side. There's the sign that says 5710. And here is that curb running along Hoover Boulevard, like I said, on the north side of the project. Just so that we do have that for record's sake, as well as the back side of that sign, which looks to be in good shape. Alright, so we will resume filming here at 5401 Hangar Court. So we are on the southeast side of the project. There is Thompson's Cigar right behind us, and we are at the very corner of that parking lot. So go ahead and we'll start here with the sidewalk, and then we will get the parking lot area to the best of our ability. Now there is this chain link fence to our right, which is in good shape. The canal, Henry Canal, is right down there. And here is the sidewalk. The sidewalk so far looks to be in very good shape. And we can actually get the sidewalk and the curb here in this one shot. So first thing I notice on the curb itself is this first area. You can see the lip, it is uneven. But the sidewalk is in good shape. Again, some cracking and unevenness in the sidewalk. And we're at the first electrical pole. The number on that pole is 22735-43283. You can see it's in very good shape. There's some shrubbery here at the base. Alright, sidewalk again in good shape. The concrete curb looks to be in fairly good shape as well. And you can see those parking bumps do have some small cracks. Sidewalk is in good shape. And the curb is in good condition as well. Some small cracks on it. Alright, a couple handicap signs and a few more electric poles. We are at their picnic area that you can see there. There's a crack that we'll get here in a moment, but I do want to get these electrical poles. So the first one here is 22710-43283, and the large sign above it 12691. Looks to be in good shape. And here is the curb area out in front of those. Again, looks to be in pretty good shape. And then this brake area, you can see the metal tables, which are all in good shape. Now there are some large cracks in the concrete. You can see there, as well as here. So in the middle of each of those big slabs there is the crack in the concrete. But everything else looks in good shape. And you can see there is a path walking out with a crack there as well, and a couple trash cans. There is another electrical pole here. That one I don't see a large tag, but I do see 127398 on the small silver tag. It looks to be in pretty good shape, and you can see there is this metal pole next to it as well. That does have some foliage growing through it. And then continuing here, we are traveling again to the west. We are on the southwest side of the canal, or the southernmost side of the canal. And then right here in front of that building, you can see this electrical box. It does have the numbers 227084323 on it. Looks to be in good condition. And then taking a look at this curb area out in front, it's in good shape. There's the bike rack, there's the electric pole, 12691, big numbers on it. The curb itself is in good shape. And then behind that box there is their meter. And again, over on the other side is the parking lots on Idlewild. And we'll continue here to the west. Concrete sidewalk is in good shape. The curbs do have some small cracks, but overall they're in great condition. We are on the south side of the canal traveling to the west. Alright, so we do see another electrical pole. Get you those numbers. Very hard to see. 22044323 are the legible numbers. Pole looks to be in okay shape. You can see there where the metal is. The pole looks like it might be rotted. Go ahead and continue down here. There is a crack there in the sidewalk, or in the curb line. Sidewalk's in good shape. Sidewalk continues to be in good shape. Some cracking in the curb. Here's a new section of curb which looks to be in good condition. Alright, continuing here, we are at the far end of the concrete area, the parking lot area, which you can see the parking lot itself does have a lot of cracking. Behind us is Thompson Cigar. And there's their trucks they have backed in, and then the employee parking area. Again, the parking lot itself is cracked. The curb looked to be in fairly good condition. We are at another electrical pole, light pole. 127400 are the numbers on that silver tag. The pole itself looks to be in good shape. And here's the support in good shape. And we'll go ahead, we'll follow the sidewalk down, and then we'll bring the curb back around. So the sidewalk itself is a little unlevel, little uneven. We are coming upon an area that's lifted. So this area here is higher than the rest. It has shifted. Again, to our right is the canal. So we are on the south side traveling to the west. And we are at the area where there's a driveway that meets this sidewalk. So the driveway itself, you can see, is already cracked. Several cracks in there. And then what we're going to do is we'll go ahead and we're going to turn around and we'll follow this back for you. So you can see several cracks in this driveway area. Their large drive that surrounds the building is also cracked. You can see there is a drain there with the concrete around it cracked. The ramp to the sidewalk there on the south side of that drive is cracked as well, but the curb's already cracked. So there is a light pole we want to make note of here. That electric pole number is 22684-43282. Small tag is 128001. And that one looks to be in good shape. Alright, so you can see here where this new drive meets the old drive, a lot of fractures, a lot of cracking. And we'll continue. Now we are facing to the east. So we are going to continue to the east, and this is on the south side of the canal. So lots of cracking on this curb. The driveway is completely cracked. Lots of cracks here on the drive. And we are entering the parking area. So here's the parking lot, and you can see those spaces are cracked as well. And we are back at one of the phone poles that we listed earlier. So continuing here all the way back, cracks in the concrete. And there are cracks as well in the receiving area drive. So make note of those. We'll do our best to work around the cars here. Cracks all on the parking area. And there are 2 parking stops here. Next to those parking stops, concrete is in good shape. Concrete curb. And then we'll continue here. Parking area, the entire parking area is cracked. Handicap spots area is cracked as well. A couple of signs. There's the picnic area there to the right. Again, we're traveling to the east. And this curb is in good condition. Parking area is cracked. Now I do want to make note that we did just pass 2 more parking stops, and those are also cracked. So in that walkway over to the picnic area, there's 2 stops that are cracked. The sidewalk is cracked, and the parking area is cracked. More parking, showing the cracking throughout the parking lot area. And then we are approaching the most northeastern sign of the Thompson Cigar parking lot area. So you can see there is the fence, the chain link fence, the green chain link fence. And this is going to be the far eastern side of the parking lot. You can see it is cracked as well. Curb's in fairly good condition. The sidewalk's in good condition. Another light pole down there that's in good condition. And there's the drive for Thompson Cigar. So that will conclude our filming today, here November the 29th at the Henry Canal Project. Again, we are on the far southeastern side of the canal.